We've talked about bike panniers, so what's next?
How about nice racks? Cargo bike racks, that is. Hi, I'm Eric Roosevelt.
And I'm Christina Hadley-Dyke Roosevelt.
And together we are Roosevelt's Ride!
We currently use the rack pack system from Ibera that matches our bags. I have the regular rack.
And I actually have the disc brake version. Didn't mean to buy it, but that's what I have. So far, so good.
Well, let's dive on in. The rack facts.
Rack facts!
Woo woo! Well, you want to get us started?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of different and interesting things about this rack. It's actually, the material is TIG welded aluminum, anodized TIG welded aluminum, and it's also height adjustable, which is very great, especially if you have a couple different bikes, maybe you could switch it off and onto. From 26 inches to 700C frames is really what it fits.
And the frame, it's actually mounted it's a frame mounted rack so that you can actually carry your heavier loads. The rack in general weighs 760 grams or about 1.68 pounds, and it can carry up to 55 pounds or about 25 kilograms.
We probably had it close to that capacity on more than one tour.
Yes,
I'm just
definitely.
And then also on the very back of it, which we're safety conscious as well, so on this rack it actually features a mounting point for other types of lights as well. So, yeah.
And it pairs amazingly with the Ibera bags, which we know very well.
Oh, yeah.
We pair them with it all the time because that's actually the bags we use. But it does claim that it pairs with most universal strap attached panniers, which we do have a quick release one we have put on with no problem, and it works great.
No issues whatsoever with that one. And they also, we don't own it, but they do have a trunk bag that is specifically made for this rack. So if you feel like you want a new trunk bag, maybe check that one out as well. That's also an option for you.
So let's move on to our thoughts. What are our honest thoughts about this? What do you think? Do you like this rack?
Yes, I do, but I also have had no issues whatsoever getting my paniers off and on. Not one time. You just flip the little lever, pops right on, and this rack always gets the job done. It's plenty strong, and I haven't had any trouble. However, you've had a little bit more issues with it, haven't you?
I have. When you actually look down on mine, you can kind of see that one of the welds looks a little bit more inward towards the side, and I do sometimes have issues getting my bags on and off this rack. So I just have to make sure that when I am putting on that I'm applying the correct pressure to the bike to get my bag on my bike without my bike falling over onto the ground.
True.
So that's not always fun.
Yeah, and the quality, the overall build quality, I say is really good. I think there's a little bit of variability maybe to the from rack to rack, so you can't always guarantee that every rack is going to be identical. I've had no trouble with mine, but as Christina said, maybe you might have a little bit here and there.
But it has so far carried everything that we needed it to. We've strapped the bags to it. We have bungeed random bags to it when we were on an impromptu bike tour.
It was our large tent.
Well, and my computer bag.
Right,
I had my purse just
giant
strapped and
bag.
bungeed on. So it has a lot of different hook points that you can actually really bungee stuff to, which is great. So I would definitely recommend this rack.
I would too.
And it works very well.
Yeah, especially if you're looking for a rack that is dependable. Yes, it has a little bit of variability, but it is definitely a great starting point if you're looking for a rack. The only other issue I've noticed is we try to switch it from our touring bikes to our road bikes. I don't think it was really the rack. I think it was more the bikes.
Probably.
That just how everything fit. It was more the bikes than the rack. So that's the only other kind of negative thing I have to say. But overall, I absolutely would recommend this rack for those who are just starting out touring.
Yeah.
And
this full system. You can make sure to check out our bike bag review up over here somewhere. And it pairs very well with this. So we would definitely recommend this entire rack pack system from Ibera for a low-cost beginner bike tour adventure.
Right. And there's sometimes they come in the package deals. We can get the rack and both paniers, or you can get the paniers sold separately. It depends on what you want to do and what your price point is.
And we've definitely linked them down below. You can see them on Amazon. And we've also linked our checklist. If you are looking to go out on a first bike tour and don't quite know what to bring, we have a checklist of what you definitely should bring. So definitely sign up and grab that checklist for yourself.
Either way, whether you choose the racks, the paniers, or the bike touring checklist, all of this is designed to help you out and get you on your next adventure.
We are super excited. Definitely like and subscribe so you can get more tips, tricks, and snack ideas for the road. And we will see you next time and on the trail.
See you on the trail. I'm Eric Roosevelt.
I'm Christina Hadley-Dyke Roosevelt.
And together we are
Roosevelt's Ride.
See you on the trail. Take care.